Hey guys, welcome to the Reptile Project. One of the things that probably brought you here were my Caiman lizards. Caiman lizards are my favorite animal. I even use them in my logo. And they are quite an interesting reptile, even as far as reptile goes. They've got that semi-aquatic and semi-arboreal lifestyle. They eat only snails, and they got beautiful coloring. There's a lot of cool and really unique things about them. But I think one of the most difficult things with owning a Caiman lizard is making sure that your aquarium stays nice and healthy. Water quality is really important when it comes to Caiman lizards, and they can get sick very easy if the water quality is poor or if anything is toxic in the water. When you first set up your Caiman lizard enclosure and you set up the water, you're going to want to let that tank run for at least 6 to 8 weeks before you even put a Caiman lizard in it. The reasoning for this is because when you start up a new tank, it doesn't have any beneficial bacteria, and it needs time in order to build up beneficial bacteria. And the only way it can do that is if it has something to feed on. So when you set up your new tank, put a couple fish in, maybe some small fish, depending on the size of your tank. Start with maybe 2 fish, something really small. If it's a small tank, use some swordtails. If it's a larger one, try to use some goldfish or something. Make sure it's nothing that's too expensive. That way, if those fish die, you're not going to be too disappointed. And also make sure that you use hardy fish. Now, all of the ammonia and urates that the fish are going to give off is what's going to start that beneficial bacteria growth. That bacteria is going to continue to grow and grow and grow and help get rid of things like ammonia, nitrites, and nitrates that live in your aquarium. And that way, all of your fish, if you're keeping fish in the tank, this also works for fish as well, or if you're keeping Caiman lizards in. If it's healthy enough for a fish to swim in, it's going to be healthy enough for a Caiman lizard to swim and drink from. Now, the aquarium filter that I use, because you should use a really good filter, is this one. It is pretty large, and this is a canister filter. It's got a lot of different parts to it, and it isn't too difficult to change. This is a full valve FX6 canister filter. It can filter up to about 400 gallons, but if you're going to keep reptiles in with your tank, you really should try to get a filter that can filter 2 to 3 times more than the amount that you're going to be keeping. So I keep a 150 gallon tank, so I'm using a 400 gallon filter. You always want to invest in this because reptiles have a huge bile load, and you're going to need the extra filtration in order to keep the tank healthy. Just a little side note, this does apply not only to Caiman lizards but any other semi-aquatic reptile, including monitors, iguanas, turtles, any of those. The same type of filtration does apply. The FS6 is relatively easy to stay clean. You should be cleaning out your filter about once a week, but I've gone almost a whole month without cleaning it, and the water parameters have stayed healthy, but I do try my best to stay up on it once a week. Sometimes I will also just skip 1 week, and it isn't too big of a deal. You can see that it has all these little levels in it that have different types of filtration. Each one has a different purpose. Make sure that when you open it up, you read all the instructions. That way you know how this filter functions and how it works. I highly recommend this filter. It has been wonderful for me. I've been using it over a year, and it hasn't broken on me or given me any problems at all. If you want to find this product, I went ahead and put a link in the description for you. That way you can easily find it. Overall, aquarium filtration is very important for Caiman lizards, and it is necessary to keep a clean tank for them. About 10 years ago, Caiman lizards were thought to only live about 10 years. Today, we know that Caiman lizards can live up to even 25 years. And one of the reasonings for this is that zoos and aquariums realize that giving them lots of space to swim, along with really healthy water, helps increase their life expectancy. Water filtration, water health is really important for Caiman lizards. If you guys did like our video today, make sure you like and subscribe for more videos coming out every single week for reptiles, birds, and dinosaurs. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.